Story time. This video doesn't have pictures of what we did that day because the camera where I had everything is for my grandmother, and she erased everything that was in, thinking that I had already moved it to my computer. When I went to ask for the camera to pass the image, he told me that he had already erased them. So I was like, oh my god, what I do now with this? So yeah, the that's the basically the reason for the photos that will appear here are taken for the Instagram of each editorial that we go and look to this activity. So the activity that occurred to me was going to visit alternative publishing editorials, in which one you could do workshops and obviously we could enter in. This idea come up because with the person I went with, my sister, she already take me one of them to knew it. And meanwhile, they were on the fair, and the truth is the things that one can see there are very wow, the art. Sometimes the workshops can be a bit expensive, and the university life doesn't give me that economic capacity to pay for it, but it is highly recommended to visit these places because sometimes they can have coffee shops or literally you can sit there reading until when you want to go out of them or close literally that place. The first place we went was Casa Tinta. This is a place where mainly had art workshops are held in which you can register, and they do art exhibitions and fairs where different artists will show what they do and sell it. You can see many styles and techniques in these exhibitions and fairs, and even learn them in the workshops. This place also have a coffee shop where they make a delicious coffee where you can stay if you want all afternoon reading on your computer and they will not say anything. They also have a mini store next to the coffee shop where they sell materials to make what you want and illustrate books to sing for children, but they just opposite, and so many and very curious and very beautiful and complex things in all their expressions. This place is in the cross section 17, number 40D61 in the Palermo neighborhood, and actually is near to the university. The second place we went was Taller Colmillo. In this place they make impressions in risography and serigraphy, and at the same time is a studio of editorial design and illustration. In this place made workshops in which with obviously prior registration they teach you the basic principles of riso. They give you the necessary materials to experiment and create whatever you want, and then be able to print this in 30 pieces in different styles of presentations. Colmillo, that means the group, is a collective that is made of a lot of people, which makes the styles, techniques, and messages diverse and unconventional. Some of the topics can be personal, ecological, or social, and the way of printing can be from fanzine, bottoms, pages, shirts, brooches made in wool, stickers, and more. From my point of view, there are some that illustrations that I fell in love with, and others that disoriented me with the design. That there are displays that are so highly recommended and more accessible than one would think. This place is located in the race 18, number 5365. It's close to the first place that was Casa Tinta. It's kind of close, like 11 minutes in walking. The third place that we went was La Valija de Fuego. This was the place that I really liked. It is a bookstore, coffee shop, and publishing house in which, like Casa Tinta, you can stay as long as you want there. The bookstore is impressive. They have the how many books there are and how diverse and rare they are amazing. This is amazing. They can range from grimoires to social criticisms of mass management, including classics such as Tarzan, comic strips like those of Mafalda, and books on Carl Sagan that speak of the cosmos. As for the cafeteria, it is quite comfortable. I could not taste the coffee, but it smelled very good. And as for the publisher, when you enter the establishment, you feel more the presence of books than being a publisher. This is 100% recommend. The atmosphere is comfortable, and like the other two places, it is close to the university and between them. This is located in the Red 7 and number 4668. When I went to all these places that I did know before, it was quite impressive because in Bogota, when people say they do something tourist, it is typical. Monserrate, Candelaria, museums, etc. And although it is good, you need to expand more horizons and see new things to have a different one that can be done in Bogota. Being as such a big city, there are many more plans to do in a weekend that only go to the movies or a mall and keep the same from everyone else.